WCGF here with another local match. This is going to be my good buddy Justin taking me on against my orange Adept Nail. You remember this was going to be one of our hot slots deck, which is just a silly way of saying I just swapped out the MP on an existing deck. This one previously had been my future Gohan deck, you know, with the orange Adept. With Nail in it, it's pretty similar fit, lots of physical attacks, stuff like that. And then, of course, the tried and true orange Retribution Goku, which borders between MPPV and Beatdown pretty well. Maybe a little bit more than Vegeta. Vegeta usually has a tendency to be more MPPV focused, dipping in and out of combat, that kind of thing. We're also discussing something a little different. We've discussed that Pikkon was just like Goku. He was an everyman character, or MP. He tended to slot into all colors, you know, pretty much equally. That he didn't seem to excel at any one of them because he just simply did well in all of them. Pikkon's very similar. Our critique of the Pikkon is that he's very good in most things, but we also said that he apparently... Our opinion is that he tends to take an A-class deck to a B or B+ deck. We're not entirely sure why, it's just he's a little too good at everything. I roll him measly 5. Okay, it goes over to Justin. Justin wins the roll. He's going to go ahead and get to go first. And no, I don't have 3 anger over there, it just looks like it. Okay, he's going to go ahead and put down good old checkup drill in early game 1, usually not the one that he does. He pass rejuvenates an energy block. It goes over to me, and he's going to go ahead and resolve his mastery. I'm going to go ahead and power up Nail, even though technically I really should wait for him to resolve his mastery. Okay, a pass, rejuvenated. My first hand I wasn't sure enough to want to go in on that, and on my buddy John's advice who's over there, he said, better not do it.
I will look at the shot of, let's see, Arnold from Predator for a second.
Alright. Ooh, he's going to draw me in. Goku's when entering combat effect gets to draw a card. He draws an ally, unfortunately, and then I draw my 3. He's going to go ahead and hurl an energy attack at me. 3 power stages for Enrage Blast, raises anger 2 levels. It hits me for 4 life cards. Oh, 5 life. 5 life in the stage. How could I forget Goku's level 1 plus 1 damage? Okay, and I take all my damage. I do banish Leaping Punch to go ahead and wick off a little damage. And I have lots of options at my disposal. Okay, so a Bicycle Kick lowers his anger 2 levels and AT plus 5 physical, which, given our position... Okay, I'm going to activate the Mastery's effect. I need to go ahead and resolve that now. It's an instant effect that allows me, upon successful, once a hit is successful, I'm going to go ahead and pull out Distracting Drill. It does not affect this attack. Okay. 6 power stages with the Mastery, so it's 5 stages from the cards. And there we go. And I believe I've knocked him to 0. So he probably is going to have to activate the Mastery to go ahead and get a free energy attack out of it. Yep, raise anger 2 levels, makes his next energy attack free. And I need to basically hurt him pretty bad. Yeah. I throw Saving Kick, lowers anger 2 levels. It hits him for 5 power stages. Ooh, he puts Vegeta into play from his hand with Vegeta's ally effect and stops the attack. He can throw a free energy attack. Yeah, he banishes my Distracting Drill, hit me for 5 life cards. And a stage. Ouch. Take it all using very small amount of endurance. Which I'm actually going to be higher AT stages for this Android Rising Punch. 7 power stages from a level 1 Nail. You thought you'd never live long enough to see such a thing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that is a crit. Okay, and since he has no anger, I do target and discard Vegeta from the critical damage effect.
Gotcha. I will pass. I'm going to throw Nail's physical
5,000. Yep, 2. Yep. Okay, so 4 life cards on the stage, so 5,000.
So I hit him with Nail's 5 life card total physical, which ain't too bad. He takes a pretty sizable hit.
I'm going to hit you with Tank Barrage. So it's 5 and life to 6 altogether.
So I hit him for 6 altogether. And the thing is, I know that might seem a little foolhardy with what I was doing. I guess, in my opinion, I had him wide open. I was trying to do some damage to him. But realistically, I should have just held on to that Tank Barrage. Okay, combat ends. He uses the effect of... okay, it's going to go over to... oh, my turn. I'll be darned. Okay, now I have a good old checkup drill in play. Okay, pass, rejuvenate, rising punch, held on to 1 card. Not sure what it was in my hand, didn't see it. And it goes back over to Justin. Okay, he's powering up his 2 power stages. He's going to put our favorite drill, everybody's favorite drill, crying drill, into play. Okay, he puts Chi-Chi into play, which is kind of surprising. Okay, visiting the past. Excellent, excellent cards for passing a turn. I really should be paying more attention to what's going on. I'm getting destroyed.
And then I will pass it to you.
Okay, and Justin's going to go ahead and rejuvenate left burst.
Yep, I did Chi-Chi visiting. And
Wow.
Read everything about everything that's going on. It's all wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and power up Nail a little bit at the beginning of my turn. I've drawn my 3. I look like I have a mix of cards, like half and half. I can't press aggressive as I need to, so I probably shouldn't. And apparently, I'm silly enough to go in on this one. I don't think there's any physical blocks that are in the discard pile at this point. So anything he pulls, he can't pull a block. Okay, so he goes visiting, and he's going to go ahead and pull out Vegeta, which is a very good idea, the equivalent of a block.
then I get to draw a card for him, and then draw 3.
Okay, a pretty sizable hand, pretty destructively.
Yeah. It's,
Oh yeah, that's on you.
oh, it is. Nails physical, sir.
Chi-Chi.
Destroy top card of your life.
Okay, with Nails physical, as you know, when stopped, destroys the top card of their life deck.
Alright, let's see how we want to do this. We'll go crying.
No.
Yep.
You do that?
Uses Crying Drill, raises anger 1 level.
I'll throw it on Dig Your Grave, sir.
Will you?
Yes, sir.
And if it hit him, that would be... oh, there we go. I was going to say that would be 7 stages. No, it'd be 8 altogether with the Mastery. Okay, you put Vegeta into play. I think he's all out of regular, or excuse me, non-regular physical blocks. Okay, he's going to stare down and banish my checkup drill. Not a bad move.
5 life, 1
Okay,
stage.
5 life in the stage. Phew, took a little bit of, found some decent resistance, or endurance rather. So far I'm able to get a successful hit on him. See what I could throw, potentially. I think I'm holding an orange hug in there. What card is that? Is that... apparently I passed an action, which probably would have been wiser to simply press the advantage and do some damage.
So,
Okay, he's going to have her fire an energy attack, left burst. Okay, it's going to hit me, and he's going to go ahead and raise his anger 2 levels.
6 life, 1 stage.
6 life, 1 stage. Yep.
That's 3, 4. Ow. Took a pretty decent sized hit, and he has nothing to rejuvenate from the banish zone.
Bicycle kick.
Okay, I throw a bicycle kick in response, lowers anger 2 levels.
So, it's going to be...
I'm in D.
So, that's still 2.
2, 6, 7, 8 power stages.
Okay, he gets to take an 8 power stage physical. Wherever he takes, he's going to take a good amount of life damage. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, I'm hoping he's took his power stage. Oh, he's already at 0.
6, 7, and there's 8.
Oh, no endurance. I forgot to tell you that. River.
Oh, grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much? 2. 8.
Okay, no endurance because Dig's effect is in play, and he's going to go ahead and take a crit, and I really should be killing her.
Kill her.
Yep, she did. Okay, because of the hit effect, I do get to activate the Mastery's... it's not a hit effect, it's an instant. Upon being successful, I get to go ahead and pull out a drill. And I did. I have Distracting Drill out again.
I'm not complaining.
I want to say I have a physical block in my hand and an orange hug, but I can't see my hand. Okay, he's going to go ahead and shuffle Crying Drill to go ahead and gain 3 power stages. He might think that my attack is over, my barrage is over, but I don't think it is. Okay, cut his deck.
Throw a bear hug at you. Bear hug,
Yeah, the immediate effect, of course, orange. I keep calling it Orange Bear Hug. It's not Orange Bear Hug, it's just Orange Hug. I get to banish 3 style cards from his discard pile. I probably would just banish all his any setups that are in there. Oh, excuse me, any drills. An Orange Eruption, a Left Burst, nice. Okay, and a Stare Down, all getting banished because mostly I just don't want to see him make a return. And this will be the only game you've ever seen of Orange Retribution where not all 3 Orange Eruptions get to get shot off. Okay, it's a 7 power stage physical.
Nope. No, it's not. It's going to be 3. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Because of that.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a 7 power stage physical with the Distracting Drill, Mastery, and 2 from the natural card. Because he had power stages from good old Crying Drill, barely avoided a crit. He has 2 different options in play.
A little bit of anger. A little bit of anger. It's going to be refocus.
I have a couple of drills in there. Finally something to target. I probably would just get Joint Restraint Drill. There we go.
Now I raised my puny little 1A.
I refocused my drill back and passed. I get to take a 2-stage damage and a life card. Oh, he might have forgotten Goku's level 1 ability. The one life card of damage, Curses. Okay, he masteries up to 4 anger. Okay, and combat's going to go in and go over. Oh, he does still have checkup drill in play. He's going to go ahead and rejuvenate those 2 cards at the end of combat. And let me go ahead and turn good old Dig back the right way. All right, that ends, and it goes back over to Justin.
I'm glad that it's formerly known as the characters.
That's definitely a thing.
Don't even look at it. Don't even think about it. Don't you extra pound that, draw an extra card?
Okay, so he does draw me into combat. He's going to draw his card when entering for Goku's level 1 effect. I get to draw my 3 cards in response. I have some mild drills in place. Uh-oh, left burst. And if I can't stop it, he'll level. Oh, he levels. No, he gets shuffled in.
No, I can shuffle it. Are you sure? You level up with the master or left first?
I level up with left first. But this gets shuffled because the master
Oh, it's shuffle.
And believe me, I actually genuinely forgot for a second about the discarding drills for leveling. Boy, do I feel silly.
I must be thinking of something else.
Thinking of my own Mastery Adept. Okay, so I take a 6 life hit, and he can rejuvenate a banished drill, but I don't think any are in there. Yeah, that's the first. Oh, wow. 2 nails, dashing attacks get discarded in that. Too much. Okay, no drills to rejuvenate from the banished zone, so then it goes back over to me as an option. I don't really want to do too much. And, oh yeah, well, I crit and kill Vegeta right off the bat. Probably should have held on to that way to keep it for anti-anger. 3 life cards, 3 stages, or 2 life cards and 3 stages. Because Goku has that -1 life card damage on a modifier on his. Not bad. Excellent cards to get destroyed out. Okay, because it was successful, I get to go ahead and pull out an Orange Intimidating Drill. A very good choice, depending if I have the right stuff in my hand. Okay, Justin doesn't want to cut my deck. Remember that? Remember the rule is you can offer to your opponent, but they can always choose not to cut it if they're so inclined.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and Goku power, draw the bottom card of his... And there's...
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of different things. I'm going to go ahead and use Orange Spicy, rejuvenating these 2 cards.
Okay, so remember I rejuvenate my 2 drills. And the first time you rejuvenate a drill, draw a card from Intimidating Drill's effect. And then it says, then I can pull out and put it in place in...
Search your life deck for X drills and place them in
Yes.
X number.
So basically, Bicycle Kick can function as a drill focus change. Like you say, you have drills out that are all anti-physical or damage buff or whatever. You could basically exchange them for other ones in your life deck and sort of change up your entire strategy.
What's going to happen?
This is gonna go by.
Is this?
Yes.
You do this?
Stare down's gonna get rid of it.
Look at me like that. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so I'm going to throw Bicycle Kick at him. I've resolved all the effects.
Definitely not. Does this affect this thing?
Let's see. So,
So even though these drills came out and came back into play,
9, 10.
it'll be back in play for the damage step. Hits them for an egregiously large amount of damage. So it's 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power stages.
6.
There we go. He hit him for 13 power stages. Knocked him to 0 and then some. His handful of energies might be useless. And he has no... He'd have to mastery up in order to be able to get the power stages necessary to shoot off another one.
Power stages without power down. It's power up in my own turn. I drew you in this, didn't I? No, you drew me.
Oh, all of a sudden I couldn't remember who initiated the combat with how well I was doing. Okay. So Justin has, like we said, a relatively limited options. He can try to anger up through some of his physical attacks, or he can Goku Search, gain 5 power stages, search out a setup or drill, ain't a bad idea, and then rejuvenate any 2 cards. All really good ideas. Okay, check if drill's going to enter play, and he's going to be able to gather a block, which is a very good idea given what's happened. Also, I don't think I'm supposed to be wearing Wallbreaker anymore. I'm pretty sure I crit him during that last combat. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look.
Oh, shoot, yeah. That actually specifically gets you out of trouble.
Okay, he's going to grab this particular orange one. I want to say it's like wrist grab or wrist block. I can't remember. And that's the one that says, you know, stops physical attack, makes your next styled energy attack cost 0 power stages. A pretty darn good idea.
You got to move from it.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and rejuvenate his 2 cards, any 2 cards from his discard pile. Looks like he's going to... Yeah, so Justin's going to go rejuvenate 2, and another Goku Search. I would.
I'm gonna rejuvenate my own Goku Search.
That's what I'd do. If I had to pick 2 different targets. Okay, so that was his action. He's resolved all of his parts of it. It's back over to me. And since I know he has a block, I probably would throw Nails Physical.
That'd be a wise idea. I'll pass.
I really shouldn't have. I should have pressed the point, knock him to 0 again. Unless I have an energy block in my hand to potentially draw this out a bit further. He's going to go ahead and Mastery. Make his next attack free. Raise his anger 2 levels. Okay, I throw a crit launcher. I crit down his anger 1 level. Just hit him for a decent amount of power stages. Small amount of life cards.
Okay, 2 life cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 stages, 2 life. 2 life. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This may be the first Orange Retribution match in history where you haven't seen all 3 Orange Eruptions used. In fact, 0 were used. There we go. Stare down. Okay, and my Distracting Drill is banished.
So 5 life, 1 stage.
I think it's actually 6 life in the stage with Goku's buff, isn't it? So I took the damage. Yeah, attack with Nails Physical. It is stopped and destroys the top card of his life deck. Okay, his next energy 2 attacks are free. I'm not sure if they actually refer to each other, because I'm not sure if the timing of Orange Retribution and of that particular block would refer to the next one. 7 life in the stage. I'm not known for my endurance this particular deck. I tend to be made of paper. He gets to pull out a style drill. I think he, after all the damage, he doesn't have much of anything to pull. He's got what looks like captivity drill as a candidate. Steady drill. And then discovery drill? Investigation drill? I can't remember what it's called. When it doesn't allow his anger to be lowered more than 1. There it is. Not a bad idea. Investigation drill. Okay. I was off on both counts. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like I'm all out of actions. I'm not sure what I'm packing.
Charge kick. This may have set the record for the most free attacks in any 8-hour. Like, you haven't had the stages to do shoot this long. Oh, you gonna destroy a drill after all?
Yes, I'm going to
Okay, he destroys the investigation drill. I do stop it with orange quick dodge. I gain 5 stages, and all attacks do -1 power stage from enter combat. I have to pass. I'm out of actions. Okay, combat ends. He gets to rejuvenate because boy has that checkup drill been out for a bit. Okay, and it finally goes over to me. I have some neat stuff going on. Okay, so I powered up a smidge and I get to declare combat. He has 3 dead cards in his hand. This is going to hurt if I can hit him with Android Rising Punch. Doesn't raise my anger. He stops it with Orange Cross.
Continuous.
Yes. Aura.
No.
Okay, so not a bad idea. He gets to pull out a drill. Okay, and I don't think he has much actions. He can Goku power or mastery. That's about it. There we go. Power. An Android Rising Punch as well. Okay, he stops it with his drill. Destroys the top card of his life deck. Pretty sweet. Throws an Android Rising Drill, raises his...
Very strong.
I'm not very strong either.
Well, you're probably still above me. Hold on.
We're actually calculating it out. This may be the first time ever. Nail and Goku are in C. And so it's...
No, it's...
That'll be 1 plus 4, 6 power stages. 6 power stages in a life.
No, 6 stages, 1 life.
6 stages.
Ow, a tank barrage. That'd have been neat.
Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and orange extension.
I get to throw an orange extension. I get to pull out a drill from my deck because I've already performed a physical attack from my hand. And there are no more drills left in my deck. I probably should have counted it up.
So, you're definitely lower than me now.
Oh gosh, that's unbelievable.
You're B.
Oh, so this is 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power stage.
An 8 power stage physical from orange extension.
No drills off the target.
I'll catch you. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a crit.
Wow. Crit him and knock down his anger 1 level. Not too terrible for a measly 3-card hand.
There's no targets.
And he's got a handful of useless stuff. Let's see if I have anything left.
I'll throw an orange card.
Ooh, I should have thrown him in the opposite order so he wouldn't have had any endurance.
Yes. So, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 power stage.
8 power stage physical. He's already at 0. There we go, and that's that. And wall breakers off of me, and it should have been probably quite a while ago. It didn't make a giant difference. All right, and his hand's still as dead as ever, so far as I can tell. We're down to almost nothing. We've hurt each other a lot. Okay, combat ends. He gets to rejuvenate too, and that same drill.
Blocks just to get to it. Finally. Something like that.
Okay, combat ends. It goes back over to Justin, and I believe he held on to his visiting the past, which would have been the wisest thing to hold on
2
to.
drills during that combat with the extension and plus mastery. 2 drills left. That sucks. Yeah, a little bit.
So he puts visiting the past into play. Not a bad idea at all. He's only got 2 cards left, so basically he couldn't afford to skip. He could. Oh, he is going to go ahead and pass.
Sure, it's a good idea.
do realize he's just going to draw you in.
Yeah.
So he's not going to declare combat because it would, like I said, I draw him in and he would auto die. And he's going to go ahead and offensively use Visiting the Past. And I know you guys will say, hey, what are you doing giving him points, reminding him stuff? It's a friendly game. You know, we're not competing for anything too important. Speaking of which, though, in the near future, we're going to be announcing our first live tournament stream where somebody's going to be, oh my gosh, he grabs Goku's,
Oh, you don't have to tell him.
This one he doesn't have.
yeah, he's going to go ahead and resolve his offensive use of Visiting the Past. He grabs that card, places the card from his hand at the bottom of his life deck. I draw my 3 in response. Okay, he's going to Goku Search. He's going to gain 5 power stages, rejuvenate any 2 cards in his, and he has to pull a drill out. That's not an option.
Is there any targets? That'd be funny.
And there is! Investigation drill makes an appearance. And yes, you guys just saw it. He had to pull out one of his only remaining life cards. But he gets to put 2 back, so it's not a zero-sum game. If I was him, I would throw some, I was going to say I would throw massive endurance back in. He's got a couple of them, a couple of pinpoint blasts. PowerPoint. I'm thinking of something else. Okay, pretty sizable endurance going back in his life deck. Super good idea. Okay, and Goku Search is, let's see, he's going to go ahead and get banished, and it's back over to me. And I'm probably going to throw Nails Physical to wear him down, hilariously. Stop, destroy the top card of his life deck. Boom, backfired already. Okay.
Yes. What's your play, stranger?
If I was him, I'd draw the yeah, Goku power, draw the bottom, probably get whatever's there, and then oh, he doesn't use Goku's power. Okay, he's instead going to pay his power stages because he realizes I'll hit him in a minute. He won't have any left. Orange PowerPoint. 7 and a stage. So significant damage here, fellas. I could be nearly dead. Ow! I probably have a good 3 or 4 cards left. Tops. I have a chance to respond.
Oh, throw an Android Rising Punch.
Okay.
Yeah?
So, I'm definitely higher than you. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7.
9 power stages.
Oh, we got 3 stages.
Oh, I do.
He takes 3 power stages. Here it comes, fellas.
1.
What?
4. Nope.
You've seen it. Nail just beat the stuffing out of Orange Retribution Goku. Nah, it really wasn't that close. Really? I live with 4. Okay. That was a great match. I'm not sure if it could be repeated, but we all had a great time.